Okay, this will be the introduction for lab number 21. We'll be taking a look at atomic spectra. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop open this simulation right here. I will apologize. I know that it is a Java simulation, so your computer may be less than happy with it. But there are no other similar simulations out there that can do this. So what we're going to do is we're first going to take a look at a hypothetical atom, and we're going to mess around with the energy levels for the first couple of steps. Please do make sure you reset the spectrometer as we go between steps 1, 2, 3, as well as 4, because I don't want you to contaminate these steps as we mess around with the energy levels here. So let's pop open the simulation, and it will default to hydrogen. We're going to go to just a configurable atom, and we're going to lower the energy level as such. Now, I do want you to click open the spectrometer, and I tell you to go in slow motion, but I'm not going to for the sake of brevity. And the first thing that I want you to do is mess around with the battery, and the battery is going to give you the energy that the electron that is coming off of this anode here to excite the atom. And what I really want you to see is, well, if my energy level is this guy right over there, if I don't have enough energy, then I'm not going to be able to excite this atom, and no colors are going to kind of come off. I've got to reset this thing, so bear with me. There we go. Now, if I were to look at step 2 says increase the energy such that I can get something to happen, and we should see one color and one color only coming off of this guy. Again, what I have is now I have enough energy to excite this particular atom. Then what I'm going to have you go ahead and do is increase the energy levels to 3, kind of evenly space these guys, and jack up the battery such that we have enough energy to excite both of these levels. Please do make sure that you reset this guy, because I don't want you to mess around with, or I don't want the previous levels to contaminate this guy. And we should see that now we have enough energy to excite both of these guys, and we should see something kind of special happen here. Pay attention to the colors as this thing is making these jumps. This will actually become important as we get into some of the other labs. Now, also kind of note the colors as well as the wavelengths that are emitted from the sky. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come down to the lab part. For the lab part, what we're going to do is we can also kind of mess around with the atom that we are probing, and I can have you go ahead and set it to hydrogen. Go ahead and record the colors and the wavelength that come off of hydrogen, and you can read those guys right off of the spectrometer. Please do make sure that you reset the spectrometer before you do this, because otherwise it'll be contaminated by the first part. Then we're going to switch it to mercury and sodium, and then finally neon, doing the same thing, and jack the energy up as high as it will go. Using what we've learned, how come we don't see any photons? Go ahead and look up the spectrum for neon, just use Google, and fill out the table.